What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and today we're taking a look at the man behind the mask right here, my favorite artist of all time, Mr. Kanye West. And in this video, we're taking a look at his very controversial and game-changing Yeezus era merch, which just so happens to be my favorite artist merch of all time. Now, as you can see, here's Kanye all the way back in 2013 rocking one of the first Yeezus era shirts, and it's a banger. Now, first off, we had to take it back to 2013 when the album first dropped, and here's a live look at what his website actually looked like. And for all my recent subscribers that have come from my Travis Scott merch videos, you guys are in for a cool little Easter egg if you didn't already know. And as you can see from the top of the screen, this was Kanye's first solo tour in 5 years at the time. Back in 2010, 3 years prior to this, he dropped his now classic album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and the fans were ready to see Kanye live. Now, in addition to recruiting Kendrick Lamar on this tour as a supporting act, I want you guys to pay attention to the last artist featured on here. Yup, that's right, 10 years ago, Travis Scott was actually part of the Yeezus tour. And although Travis only performed on one date of the Yeezus tour, which happened to be in Las Vegas, I believe, I definitely think this laid the foundation for what would later become a legendary career that we've all been thankful to obviously be experiencing. And while we're on the topic of Travis and Kanye, let me know in the comments if you'd love to see the two tour together. Personally, I think that would be probably one of the most legendary, if not the most legendary tours of all time, just to see the energy that the both of them would bring in the massive crowds. One big thing I want to point out is the actual Yeezus branding that we see here. It's personally one of my favorite branding types that Kanye's ever used, and I know it's inspired by Metallica. And while I was taking a look at his website all the way back in 2013, the only other item I was able to find was the digital download for his album Yeezus. Personally, my favorite track on here has to either be Blood on the Leaves or Hold My Liquor, so let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. And while we're on the topic of the album, of course I had to mention Virgil Abloh. Rest in peace one time to my dude. The Off-White creator and best friend of Kanye at the time actually was responsible for creating the album cover that we know today. While you might be surprised that Travis was featured on the Yeezus tour, he actually had some production credits on 3 of the songs as you guys can see here, so again, La Flame was definitely part of something legendary. Now, something else that was legendary was the actual rollout and release of the album. What we're looking at right here is a projector displaying the music video for the song New Slaves. Kanye was a marketing genius, and basically what he did is he set up a bunch of projectors in random cities all over the world. And you could basically be walking down the street minding your own business, and all of a sudden you see Kanye on the wall talking to you. I just wanted to include this because I think this style of marketing is super unique and innovative, and it shows just how creative Kanye was even 10 years ago. And the fact that he thought of this, I think, is super cool. Now, of course, I wanted to start off by showing off the same shirt that Kanye was wearing earlier in the video, which happens to be one of my favorite Yeezus era merch pieces. Personally, I love this whole style and aesthetic, mixing the whole vintage rock band t-shirt look along with some influences with the Grim Reaper, Native American type stuff, and some other things you'll see here in just a moment. Now, of course, I had to give a special shout out to the artist Wes Lang, who Kanye has actually worked with several times throughout the years, and even most recently designing some of the Wyoming tour merch. Personally, these are some of my favorite pieces, and you'll see throughout this video just how prominent Wes's style is. Now, this is one of the most iconic Yeezus tour merch tees, and it's actually the most faked one of all time. I see it online all the time as a reproduction, and I know it's not real because the price is simply too good to be true, but I understand because the whole shirt is hard as hell. And like I said when I was talking about Wes Lang the artist, one of the most common themes throughout the Yeezus tour merch is the skeleton influenced with some Native American culture. As you can see on the back, most of these tees had the tour dates from 2013, and personally, I regret not being able to pick them up. And if you thought Travis Scott had the most variety when it comes to his merch, I think you'll be surprised as we take a look at some of these other Yeezus pieces. And one of the most surprising pieces of the Yeezus tour era is the fact that Kanye had a collaboration with PacSun, a dope store that you'll find in damn near every single shopping mall in America until this day. And back in 2013, Kanye had this to say: "I went to the Gap and I said, let me try to do something, and I couldn't get past the politics. And on the first night of the Yeezus tour, they sold over $83,000 in tour merch," which I think is kind of ironic because years later, Kanye of course had his collaboration with Gap, as you guys can see here. And something I think that sticks out about Kanye is the fact that he's always able to predict the future and manifest what he wants. I also wanted to include this tweet from 2013 just to show you that they did actually have a collab. And when it comes to pricing on the Yeezus tour merch, as you guys can see, t-shirts were going for $35 and $40 for size XL. And since this was 10 years ago, I wanted to give you an idea of how much that would be with inflation. So for most merch pieces, you were paying $45, which isn't too uncommon like today. And for size XL, you were paying a little bit more for $52.49, which again is pretty reasonable, especially for some Kanye West merch. And let me know in the comments if you agree. I honestly wish prices went back to that today. Now here we have a photo of an actual tour merch booth, and as you can see, the prices are pretty accurate. And like all things Kanye, there had to be some level of controversy to this merch drop. As you can see, this is a skeleton wearing a Confederate flag, and we all know throughout Kanye's career, he's never shied away from speaking his opinion.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
From his comments about President Bush at the time not caring about black people during the Hurricane Katrina tragedy, and of course his infamous Taylor Swift interruption moment, my boy Kanye has definitely spoken his mind, and I'm not about to make anything political, but the guy definitely says what he wants. Now like I said, this Yeezus tour merch definitely had its own controversy because of the use of the Confederate flag. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what he said about it in just a little bit, but I want you guys to actually see what these merch pieces look like and get your opinion on it. And it's honestly kind of crazy to see how 10 years ago this type of merch was already causing controversy, because if an artist did this today, they'd probably be canceled for it. But Kanye's Kanye, and my man doesn't care. Now here are a few photos of Kanye spotted outside wearing this merch and showing it off, and of course getting buzz and hype about it. Personally, I don't have an opinion, and I don't agree with the racial undertones because I think we should all treat each other fairly. I don't care what you do in private, and I don't care about who you love, but I do think that this tee is hard. For another controversial tee, this is a black skinhead related shirt which features some figures that resemble the KKK. These pieces were only available at a few of the shows before they pulled them off the shelves. Now on a more positive note, let's take a look at this Yeezus blood splatter inspired tee. If you didn't know, it was actually co-created by Jerry Lorenzo, who's the creator of the brand Fear of God and was a good friend and kind of student of Kanye. And the reason why this merch tee is extra special is because it was only available at 5 shows in Australia. This is something that I wish other artists would do, and something that I think that Travis Scott is lacking with his Utopia tour is the fact that a lot of these merch pieces were exclusive. If you weren't able to attend the show in particular, you weren't going to get that piece, and that's okay because it allows people that went to have something exclusive and something memorable. I don't like the whole pre-order merch thing that we've been seeing with major artists right now because it kind of spoils how special the merch should be in my opinion. The artist Wes Lang, when he was developing it, said that he wanted all of these pieces to be so memorable that you would remember the merch just as much as you would remember Kanye's performance, and I could say he definitely did his job. Now, as you can see, Kanye was definitely rocking his own Yeezus tour merch during this era, which I think is super important because as a fan, why wouldn't you want to see your favorite artist wearing the merch? And I also wanted to point out how there's a whole line of tie-dye influenced Yeezus merch, which I think is really hard. Now, I included this photo of Kanye wearing a Venomance hoodie just to show the influence when it comes to black metal and death metal and the overlap in hip-hop. And given that Wes Lang actually did work for Metallica, the biggest metal band of all time, it's actually no surprise that we see some overlap and influence when it comes to this Yeezus tour merch. And one of the most powerful things about this Yeezus tour merch is the fact that people were not really rocking with Yeezus when it first came out, but they still found a way to support Kanye and wear his merch. So I think that just shows you how influential Kanye really is. I mean, people were criticizing the album, but still wearing his merch, and I don't know many people that could pull that off today. I wanted to wrap up this video by showing you guys a piece of merch designed by Virgil Abloh in collaboration with Kanye West. Back in 2012, there was a meme that the world was going to end, so of course this said that the world ended, and I saw Kanye West perform right after. And although the Yeezus album isn't my favorite Kanye album in general, the merch speaks for itself, and you guys can see why it's my favorite. I've definitely been influenced by rock and metal, and you can see the overlap. Now, if you made it this far, let me know what you guys thought about this video. I had a lot of fun researching it, and again, Kanye is my favorite artist, despite all the crazy antics throughout the years. And let me know what you think about the merch overall, and if you have any favorite pieces from it. They're definitely available online, but the real ones from 10 years ago are going to cost you a pretty penny. As always, guys, thank you so much for cooking with the kitchen. Please stay safe out there, guys. The world is crazy. And as always, it's lit. Straight up. Peace, guys.